Good day, YouTube. I want to talk about my time 2.5 weeks ago at Pituffik Space Base, Greenland, formerly known as Thule Air Base. I can tell you it's January. I flew out on the 7th of January for 9 days, and I didn't want to go because I was kind of concerned about the flight into Pituffik. Was it going to be icy? I knew it was going to be dark around the clock. Once we landed and we were safe, looking back, I can tell you it was a safe flight. Nothing to worry about. We landed and I knew we were going to do some really good things. Our job was to connect with people, part of the resilience team that I was on, no longer anymore. And we had a really good time. So what I want to share are my observances that I saw out there. And this is from somebody who was TDY there, temporary duty, for 9 days, not assigned, not permanent party out there. Usually the people there are, the military are out there for 1 year. Sometimes they'll extend. But I can tell you what I observed is a great community of people, both the service members, to include the Dutch service members and the Canadian service members, and of course the airmen and guardians from the U.S. Air Force and Space Force, the American forces. A close group of people. I really was impressed with that. I liked that. I guess when you're in a remote location like that, you're either going to get closer or you're going to feel isolated. And I don't know, but I saw a lot of closeness as an outsider coming in there, and I liked that a lot. Camaraderie is the word. It was high. Now, of course, I don't know all the ins and outs of whatever's going on over there, but I can tell you that it's probably just like any other place in the sense that you have a lot of good, and you probably have some challenges when it comes to people. People being people. But anyway, that's not really what I want to talk about. So the camaraderie was good. We got a tour of some units out there, 12th Swiss, and that was impressive, and that was really cool to see what these sharp people are doing. I met some contractors also. One individual, if I'm not mistaken, his name is George, and his retired Air Force. He wouldn't know who I am because it was just a quick 5-minute greeting, but I've heard that he's been out there for a long time, and we asked him why, and he said he likes it. So a long time. So if anybody knows George from Pituffik, you'll know who I'm talking about. So that was good. The people were really good. The food was good. It's a buffet. They have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then they have midnight dinner, if you want to call that. And you just scan your card or you load your money into, and then you get all the food that you want. I saw something that I fell in love with, which are the Arctic foxes. From a distance, you can see them outside of the dining facility, and I like that. There's white ones and black ones, and it was just a treat for me to see that. My hot tub over there, it's called Arctic fox, so there's a relation there. Going back to these sharp people, I was impressed with what they're doing and their attitudes. For the most part, I can tell you that the attitudes were really good. Of course, I didn't talk to everyone, but I talked to a good amount of people, and overall the trend was that attitude out there was good. And they're very close. So a lot of people even have part-time jobs, for example, with food or bartending. And I think that's really good because you make some extra money, you get to socialize with people. They have karaoke, which was good. I sang one song, and the song is Tequila. And it's just, that's it. It's that simple. It was cheesy, but it was a lot of fun. And there's a lot of people that love karaoke. Of course, I'm not a singer. But I saw that. Our time there in January was dark completely around the clock. And there was maybe about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see a little bit of brightness in the distance. Now in February is when I hear its first daylight out there. I was out in Thule, same location, different name, Greenland, in 2003, and I went in August, and it was daylight around the clock. And another thing that I noticed was that a lot of these people that are follow-on assignments, at least for the enlisted side, they were going to great locations overseas, whether it's Japan, Korea, Europe. And I was thinking, good for you that you're seeing, the world. on either the Air Force or the Space Force dime. Have them show you the world, and I think that's very exciting. I met a lot of lieutenants, and they're sharp as well. Very impressed, very high-tech, demand great attitudes. I know they're there for a year, enlisted in officers, and it was a great experience. Now, to end this video, I came back, and within 3 days, 4 days, I lost my job. I'm still on administrative leave, waiting to see what's going to happen next for me. I'm looking into some options. I will definitely give an update on that. Here's what I realized, that I may never ever get to go back to Pituffik, Greenland, Pituffik Space Base, ever. I may never get to go there again, which is one of the reasons that I really enjoyed my time when I was there. My attitude changed immediately once we landed. I said, we're gonna do good things. And if I never ever go back there, I can still see videos on YouTube. I know I've been there twice in my career. Once when I was active duty and now as a civilian. And I have an appreciation for what they're doing out there. And just want to share my thoughts. Met a lot of great people. You take care.